Talks is all about connecting women. And it's so wonderful to be here with you all today. I was travelling back from Noosa a couple of weeks ago and I got talking to another mum, as you do at the airport. She said those words to me: "I'm just a mum." So next time you do hear someone undervalue their role as a mum, remind them to be proud of what they've achieved, to be proud of being a parent. I'm so excited to kick off our Second Grace Talks. We have such an amazing lineup of women planned for you, and most importantly, have fun, and I really hope that you learn something today, and don't forget to meet someone new.
Ultimately, we started the business so that we could actually make our own decisions and live the life that we want to live and work the hours that we need to work to support a young family.
You have to be really flexible having your own business. Invest in your people. Surround yourself with people that are good to other people so that you don't become that person that everyone's running to, because it's not sustainable. I'm not going to paint a pretty picture that it's all easy and you go home and it's always in your head. Even though you're not at the office, you're still thinking about it. But one thing I try and do is I get home from work, I take my work clothes off, I put my phone down and I engage in my son and my husband, and I find that is a great way to decompress and such a joyful part of the day.
In terms of the clients that I see, the most common line is, I just can't cope. So as you say, you experience this anxiety of worry.
Yes, I was very lonely, I was very frightened. It's natural, that part of being a mother and just thinking, I just want to go to bed, or I just want this child to go to bed. You've got to constantly tell yourself, you are strong enough, you've got this, you're doing a great job. You've got to constantly give yourself a pat on the back that there is nothing wrong with asking for help, and when you do it, that's actually a sign of strength.
Because there are so many supports within the community, great GPs, psychologists, community groups.
Going through that passage of motherhood is a tough one, and to throw in the dynamic of managing your money is hard, but I really believe the importance of budgeting. It's all about balance. If you love going and sitting in a nice restaurant and bonding with a friend or a partner, that is a good investment for you. You should do that. If you feel fantastic and empowered buying a beautiful pair of designer shoes, go and do that. That's great. Just balance it out with, making sure that you're not getting into debt, or you're putting a little bit of money away for a rainy day. You've got some emergency savings. It's all about ratios.
So if I could encourage you to focus on one thing, it is cultivating better energy. The parts of our bodies that upset us or sadden us or frustrate us, they're just trying to wake us up to get us to make changes. And the challenge for so many of us today is that we live constantly in that fight or flight response. And health challenges start to happen when we get stuck in this one place. We have not yet evolved for the body to be able to discern between the adrenaline that you make if a car drives out in front of you and you've got to suddenly slam your brakes on, versus the adrenaline that you make if you have 85,000 new emails, a to-do list that's never all crossed off, and you've smashed back 6 coffees this morning. So my point is, if we just sit in the stress, it only hurts us. And if you can learn from it, if you can see that as a road into more insight, more growth, more openness, more relaxation, rather than staying caught up in it. It's not always possible, it's certainly not always easy, but it can be a way for you to calm that stress hormone production down. In leaving you with that sentiment, I want to encourage you to, again, it's a sentiment that's come through all morning. It's to live every single day in touch with how ridiculously precious all of this is and how precious you are, and then treat yourselves accordingly. Thank you so much. Thank you.